Hello there! Long time since I've done an actual sit-down sort of vlog type of video like this, but a few days ago was my 3rd year anniversary of starting testosterone, and this is kind of a tradition to, do this little sit-down, talk about the changes and whatnot, as well as put out sort of a special type of video. The first year it was my FTM transition timeline, and last year it was my transition as told through Disney songs. So this year it's going to be something sort of special to me and sort of an homage to the video and person that jump-started my transition. Or not necessarily jump-started, but was a very impactful person in my life. Aside from that, let's talk about some updates, because I have reached that point in my transition where the fat redistribution usually starts happening, and it's really apparent in my face. That is one thing my endo told me last time I had an appointment, which was earlier this December, and she said, your jawline has changed. It's slimmer, and I really noticed that when I was making my 3 years on T photo for Instagram, because I was doing a comparison between now and, like, it was probably the picture from 7 or 12 weeks on T, and I couldn't get to line up correctly, or at least the bottom of my chin. And given I look at it now, the very beginning transitional photo looks slightly too big, but I couldn't get my neck to line up and I couldn't get my chin to line up, and that's because fat redistribution has happened along with I've gained muscle mass in my shoulders. So the fat redistribution is happening. I'd never had a lot, if any, fat in my hips. I've never had grand, I never had that hourglass shape. So it's hard for me to look and see if there has been any change there. If anything, I feel when I look at it more hourglassy now, and that's just because of the way my muscles react and how fit I am. I'm a very slender, muscular person and with no body fat, so there's a little bit of an hourglass figure there now. It's whatever. It's not like anything that I get too worked up over usually, just because also the way I wear my pants. Also, as always, I did No Shave November this past year, and previous years I went out and shaved halfway through, or gotten to a point where I just, like, it didn't look good. It was kind of gross, and it was patchy, and it still very much is patchy, but I can grow enough facial hair now that if I keep it trimmed, it looks good. Like, it's filled out enough on the bottom that I like it. I'm okay with it most of the time. I just have to keep it trimmed and stuff. But that's pretty cool. And I think that's one thing that will continue to progress. If there's any changes that I visibly see, it will be in facial hair and hair in general. Because also, never thought I'd get one. The happy trail, starting to come in, guys. Like, starting to come in. It's there, and that's, like, pretty cool, because I can look down like, oh, there is a little bit of hair there. And then I don't think it's, like, a secret. I take a lot of pictures of myself as a photographer and as a filmmaker and as someone who documents their transition and tries to document a lot of their life. Photography, it's a big part of that. So I do take a lot of pictures of myself. And in terms of my transitional pictures or any pictures that I'm shirtless, you can see the little, like, happy trail shadow there. And that was pretty exciting to me. But other than that, not a whole lot of changes. I think, if anything, I'm in a really good place, and I like it. I feel good with my body. I feel like I'm on a T level that's really good for me in terms of both how much I take and how often I take. And it's a good situation. A lot of the times, it's hard to think that I could have been in this place. I know I couldn't have thought about it probably when I first started. Like, this is insane. And to end this quick little video, someone, I think Instagram messaged me, DM'd me, that as a transgender person, they have started testosterone, and they have gotten top surgery, and they don't necessarily want bottom surgery, at least right now, from what I could understand, and they don't know what to do. And I'd say I hit this point pretty early, just because I was so privileged to transition quickly. and get started on it, and now it's just letting it take its course. But the biggest thing is, when you get there, I mean, now that you've hit that point, it is time for you to get to live your life and to enjoy who you are and enjoy your body and just experience it. And that's something we shouldn't forget. If anything, put the motivation that you had to transition and for any points in your transition, put that into something else, whether it be your career or a hobby, and do that. But live your life because you have earned it and you deserve it. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see ya when I see ya.